Sometimes I look at this picture and I think Lugia looks really graceful. He's just flying in like the dusk, and it's just really beautiful. This thing is a graceful creature of nature, guardian of the three birds of element, whatever. But those clouds definitely look like he's just farting continuously. He had the worst fart. This guy had fucking like the Taco Bell chalupa box for like 2 days in a row, and he's just fucking fart. He's just all over the land, all across the land, through, you know, from Cherry Grove town all the way up to Olivine. He's just farting all across the land. Everyone's like, oh my god, what is that? He's just farting all over fucking Johto. But he's so graceful. I mean, look at that gracefulness. Cool, let's start back up. It's a day. It's Fettle time. It's clearly Fettle time. God, that's like when you talk to a foreign friend of yours and you're like, oh man, it's like 3 a.m. here. What time is it where you are? And they're like, oh, it's Fettle time. Alright, that was dumb. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, here we are, level 14, 14, 16, 16, and 18. Cyril, let's go over these guys. I feel like I haven't properly shown off the team in like 12 years. So here's Cyril, a Togepi, with Metronome, Charm, and Growl. Effectively useless. I don't want to use Metronome lest he explode himself and die. He is good at tanking some hits though, decent defense. Definitely more defensive than Iroquois, the shiny Ekans, Pride and Joy, with Poison, Sting, Wrap, and Leer. Not really a force to be reckoned with. None of his stats are outstanding. His only strategy is to really just poison something and then wrap it, so it just gets a ton of residual damage. But he's not that great. Here we have Angrok, the Geodude. Starting to like him a little better. Kind of hate the name now, even though it has Ang, and I love Ang. Don't know why, but I talked about last episode where once they've finally evolved to their final forms, I might, you know, like give them a little ceremony at the name raiders, like a classing up, class change type of thing, where it's like I'll change their name to something that's like a better version of their name, or just a better describer for them. So something new, something cool. I feel like that would help me bond more with these things that I love. That way, if it dies, not only will I be slapped in the face with the fact that I lost a fully evolved Pokemon that I poured tons of effort into, but I even gave them a new name just for it to be a posthumous name after they die, basically. You know, it's that same shit where it's like, yeah, his name is normally Zhang Fei, but you know, he went by the name Ite. If you read my favorite book, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, you'd know that. That's the book that they made Dynasty Warriors based off of, and I do love Dynasty Warriors, specifically 3. Dynasty Warriors 3 is the best one in my opinion. I've played most of them. I have not played the first 2. 3 is the first one I was with. I still think 3 is the best, not just for nostalgia, balancing reasons. Anyway, that's what you claim when you don't want to make an argument. You just say balancing reasons, duh, and then everyone who is watching is like, oh, maybe he's right, and they just start like, they'll never prove it, but you know, maybe they're like, oh man, maybe I'll look at the balancing of this game more. Maybe it is really underrated. But no, I just said balancing reasons because it was easier than making a real argument, other than nostalgia. Anyway, Angrok the Geodude has Rock Throw and Magnitude, so he's an offensive outlet. Segworm the Ferret, prime example of me wanting to rename something. I'd probably rename this like Seg War instead of Segworm because it's gonna start dealing damage soon. I can feel it once we give it Headbutt. For right now, it's just Quick Attack, Tackle, and Defense Curl. But my first fully evolved one on the team. So as soon as we hit the name Raider, I think it's in Goldenrod, we will give this thing a new name. Sorry, this girl a new name. It is female. And Wumpet the Croconaw. Don't know how I'm going to change Wumpet to something better, because that's honestly just like an amazing name. This thing is good. Wumpet's probably the best on the team right now, just because Water is a really good typing. Water Gun is decent for this part in the game. It's just, it is not a special attacker. 40 attack versus 29 special attack. That being said, its special attack is almost on par with for Segworm's physical attack. 6 behind Angrok's attack. Way higher than, Iroquois special attack, and 3 higher than its attack. And way higher than any damage this thing's going to put out, so. Still, overall, the team's looking good. We do, in the box, have another Ekans and 2 Zubats. I'm not feeling it on the 4 poison types, despite their defensive nature. So, anyway, that's the team. Team recap. More like team kneecap. I don't even know why I said that. Alright, off to defeat the gym. We're going to beat Bugsy this episode. I swear it on my mother's grave. That hasn't been built yet because she is a young and healthy woman who will probably never die. And if she did, she would outlive me for sure. She looks so young for her age. I won't divulge her age, as it might be offensive if she's listening. Hopefully she's not listening because I didn't tell her about this channel, so if she knew, that would be some fucking drug trip, wouldn't it? But, I mean, I told her about the channel, but I didn't tell her, like, anything about it. I was just like, yeah, I might start recording myself. So she would have to be like a hacker extraordinaire to figure that out. But anyway, my mom looks super young for her age. Ultra young. Which is why she'll probably outlive me. My grandmother as well. Same case. Her mother, super young looking for her age. My grandmother, I will say, she is like almost 90. And she looks younger than most like 60-year-olds I know. So, she looks great. Anyway. To get away from the conversation of saying my grandmother looks great, let's see. I feel like Angrok is going to dominate here just because of the rock throws. If you crush a bug with a rock, it's pretty cool. So let's take on these twins. Amy. No way. Yes way. I'm totally doing it. Oh my god, you are horrifying. You're a nightmare. Look at your face. Both of you. You both share that face. Amy and May. Your names are anagrams of each other, and I can't say anything else positive about you. Because goddamn. Okay, Angrok. Do what you do best, which is throw rocks. Hence your name. Angrok. You're gonna level up like 20 times, aren't you? Oh, Ladybah. Thank you. You just made this the easiest fight. You both your Pokemon did literally nothing. And now they're dead. Forever. Forever dead. Is that redundant? I feel like it's redundant. Oh, double goodness. Whew. Or like double hideous, fucking disgusting, ugly. Shut the fuck, get out. You're horrible. Ugh. I don't care that you're like 5 years old. You shouldn't even have Pokemon if you're under 10. So GTF. Oh, Bugsy doesn't want you here anymore. Paris. Oof. I really hope this thing doesn't have any grass moves. I immediately scoffed because I was like, oh, stupid Paris. And then I remembered it's grass type. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, okay, that's better than a grass move. But it does mean we'll have to... Okay, you just know Scratch. Yeah, I didn't think you knew any grass moves at this point, but I was really worried at level 13. I just don't know. Yep, you're dead. Uno damage. Oh, sorry, don't speak German or whatever the hell. Josh. Yeah, I'm just joshing you. Just kidding, he's dead. He's actually dead. Okay, well, I'm still pretty confident I can beat this fucker with a paralyzed rock. Wow, that's something that's redundant. A paralyzed rock. Yeah, my rock, my pet rock, he's paralyzed. Okay, cool. That's what people would say to me in my scenario where I actually talk to people. Yeah, I'd have to get that far first. They'd have to... People don't find out that I'm weird because they don't get close enough to me to hear me talk and to know that I'm weird, you know? It's almost... It's like that quote... Oh, fuck, I forget who says that quote. But they're like, yeah, everyone's normal till you get to know them. Well, it's like... Everyone's normal till you get to know them, and fucking no one gets to know me. Knows me. Gets me. No one gets me. Because they don't know to come me. Cool, let's throw a rock at a cocoon. Will you live one rock throw because you hardened? You will not. You will perish. You have perished. You're dead. You're gone. Alright, I'll take all 5 billion experience now. Where is my crown? My throne? Ha! I scoff at you for sure. I shouldn't have scoffed at the Paris so quickly, because it actually posed a hindrance to me, but you fool. Eat rock! Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Alright, what are you, level 18? God, you're on par with fucking Wumpet now. Benny was defeated. You ever thought about how the channel BBC Earth, you know, I don't even know what the BBC stands for, but I know what I want it to stand for. Big Black Cock Earth. But no, it's some stupid nature channel. But it's called BBC Earth. I mean, come on. What were you fucking thinking? It's probably like British Broadcasting Channel. That is probably what it is. I swear to God, I didn't know that. I'm not just being like, oh, I bet it's this, but I knew all the time. That's my guess, because they always have British people on those, and British Broadcasting Channel sounds right. But I swear I don't know that for sure. Don't throw a pitchfork through your computer at me because I sounded like I knew what it was and then still called it Big Black Cock Earth. Well, since I've been telling so many stories, I might as well tell a story about how when I was young, I must have been 11 or so. I was in like 6th grade. I have like a minor hypoglycemia in me. I don't know how to phrase it. I have a minor glycemicness. I get, if I don't eat enough, like if I don't get enough sugar, I get like slower and dizzier really easily, and definitely way crankier. But that might just be me. But anyway, I need to like eat throughout the day. Like I need to graze pretty much, or else I just get like, ugh. And so I was eating on the bus on the way home or some shit, and I had like a Lunchables, just like the little chips thing, just like one of the tiny ones, not one of those deluxe Lunchables. It was like one of those like $1 ones where it just had the chips and the salsa in it, basically. And I was eating it on the bus, and I don't know, I was a stupid kid, so I left it. Like, I even like got up, I did it by accident, and I even got up and I was like, oh, I think I left my Lunchables thing, and I was like, ah, whatever. The bus driver was a fucking asshole, so I really didn't care. That guy sucked. That guy should not have been allowed near children. But anyway, so the next day, the bus driver sits us all down and he's like, no one's allowed to eat on my bus anymore. Someone left an empty Lunchables case or something like that. He's like, you guys can't eat on here if you're gonna leave trash. And so I brought in like a doctor's note the next day saying that I could eat on the bus. And he was like, all right, fine, I guess you can eat on the bus. So really, all that happened was I got everyone else unable to eat while I continued to eat. Pretty smooth move on my part. I basically was like, yeah, I get to eat. You guys can watch. I secured my victory in that I get to eat and you don't get to eat. It's probably really shitty for all the hungry kids on that bus. I'm sure I wasn't the only one who probably really needed to eat. But I guess if they really needed to, they'd have a doctor note too. Now I feel like a terrible person. I retold that story in my head and I was like, oh, that's funny. Because you just made it so no one else on the bus could eat except you, but now I feel like a dick. Oh well. Okay. Let's see if we can't go beat Bugsy. Bugsy! Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. We beat the Team Rocket. We beat the rival man, guy, girl, poser. Let's beat Bugsy. Oh yeah, I'm right in front of this tree. I'm leaning up against this tree like, huh? You think you got this? You think you can take me? Do you think you can fucking take me? Alright. He's not even paying attention to me. Look at this fucking nerd. Hey, bitch! You're Bugsy. You never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. Well, guess the fuck what? You're about to. And yeah, I did throw my Iroquois up front because I'm like 25% sure this guy starts out with Metapod. And I can just try and poison wrap it to death. So let's go. Boom! I was right. I swear I wasn't looking at my Nintendo Power guide for this game, which is like super old and ripped and shit. It's such a shame. I bought it used at a thrift store, and it was like covered in water, so a lot of the pages were sticking, and when I pulled them apart, they, you know, did that rippy thing that paper does. Oh, it's terrible. But this book, it does live on. That's the book. It really is not that helpful, but that's okay. I've played this game like 40 billion times when I was the age of like 8 to now, so we're just gonna poison this Metapod. And I'm pretty sure this thing can only tackle and harden. Yeah, so this looks doable. This definitely looks doable if I get a poison soon. Okay. Well, this might be doable if I get the poison now. Okay, it's doable, just like me. It's doable. It ain't great, but theoretically it's doable. Alright. This thing is definitely going down unless he uses a potion. A potion. But we are wrapping up his Metapod. Wrapping it up like a Christmas present. Or a birthday present. Or an Easter present. Oh my god, I had this friend in middle school who got an iPod for Easter. What the fuck? They weren't even that rich. Ugh. That's what made me start going around being like, yeah, I'm lower middle class, when I'm clearly not lower middle class. I am at my lowest middle class. Sometimes I feel like I'm upper middle class because I always had food in front of me. I'm very grateful for that. Anyway, Iroquois definitely proved himself, got a nifty 200 experience. We can't poison this thing, so we switching out. This thing knows poison sting though. Okay, maybe we will try and wrap this thing. Because he can't really hurt Iroquois that bad. Yeah, okay, it's poison sting. Let's see what this does. 1 damage. Okay. This is okay. We can do... I tell you what we'll do. We're going to start leering this thing. And we're going to leer it up to 6 times. And we're going to drop its defense so low that the second I send in anyone else, it just dies. And it doesn't get the chance to do a poisoning. Just kidding. When I switch out, it'll definitely have the chance to poison. But just the 1 chance, at a 15% chance, it's unlikely. Of course, when it comes to probability and me, you reverse it. You inverse it, rather. So that fucking 15% chance is probably actually... No, wait, you don't inverse it, because that would be 1 out of 15. Okay, you multiply it. No, wait, if you multiply a fraction. Well, am I multiplying a fraction because it's a percentage, or am I just multiplying it as a number? You know what? The point is, I suck. That's the point. Okay. Get a little bit more damage on this thing. Let's see if leering did anything. It did, actually. Oh, that was a crit. Fuck me. Fuck me. Okay, but we definitely want the momentum on this. So... we're switching out. I definitely want Angrok out there fighting the Scyther. This thing is our key to victory. So just don't get poisoned. Please don't get poisoned. Oh god, thank you. Sweet god. Now don't miss. Oh. Oh my god. I can't even describe that. I had to poop a few minutes ago, but I don't anymore. It just evaporated. I don't feel the clenching of my bowels anymore. God decided to relieve me of it, as well as of the chances of being poisoned and missing. Okay, some nifty keen experience, and Scyther. If this thing is a beast, it's a bomb. It's gonna destroy me unless we throw a rock at it. Ah, yeah. Bugsy, you're going the fuck down. Town! Bitch! Critical hit. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. I actually accomplished something. That's great. That's great. Angrok, you know what? I like you a little bit more now, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm an expert on Pokemon. Oh, yeah. Fettle received hives. He already had them. We can use Cut. TM49. Why is that person's head Did you guys see that? That person up there, their head was just like flashing, but only for a few seconds at a time. It's really weird. Wonder what that is. It's not just on the recording, like it's on my TV as well. And this is a CRT TV. It's not like a fucking plasma screen that wasn't meant for this shit. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Wow, we actually did it. And now Angrok is the highest level. So what was that? That was Fury Cooter? Furry Cooter? Furry Cooter. Alright. You know what? Shouldn't have said it like that. I don't think anyone can learn this. I really don't. Oh, you know what? Wumpet might be able to. He is, as well as Segworm. Interesting. Not really. It's not that great of a move. Wow, we accomplished it. And you know what? As a bonus, because I don't have a consistent schedule and I suck, we're going to go out there and we're going to catch our Elex Forest encounter. I guess we should heal first, because Iroquois is going to be our best bet at damaging at a very small amount, because he puts out the least amount of damage other than Cyril, who literally can't deal damage unless it's with Metronome, which is too risky. I have to add all these addendums, you know how it goes. Or do you? Maybe I'm speaking to deaf people. Maybe only deaf people like my channel, because they don't have to listen to me talk. So you know how, like, if you learn a language, or if you want to learn a language, like, almost exclusively the first few words you learn are bad words? That's how I am with Cantonese. My family, the Chinese half of my family is Cantonese. They're from, I think it's Guangzhou originally, in the south. Anyway. That might not be it. Ah, fuck. I've forgotten already. I forgot all that shit. But anyway, my point is, I know a lot of the, not a lot, but I know some bad words in Cantonese. Maybe they're not even really swear words anymore. It was taught to me by my dad and his 4 brothers and my grandparents. And they grew up in the 60s, and for my grandparents even earlier. So who knows if they're even really bad words anymore. I don't know. But like, it's just funny, because like, they used to tell me these things as like a joke, but then like later in life I'll repeat it, and they're like, "What? Where did you learn that?" For example, well, maybe I shouldn't out my dad for teaching me this. Anyway, they used to play a game. My dad said he used to play a game. I don't think it was really a game. I think it just happened with some of his cousins, one of his like 100 cousins, where they would pick a stick off the ground and put like dog poop on it, like. They would like run it into some dog poop because they had like 1 billion dogs, and they'd play a game, what they called a game called Gaussy Bat. Well, the bat just being it's a bat like a stick, but Gaussy is, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but Gaussy is dog shit, dog waste. I believe C is just waste, but it kind of means shit too, is what I hear. So they would just run around yelling like Gaussy Bat, and they would just like swing a stick of dog poop around, or sometimes they call it Aussie stick. Aussie is just like normal shit, like people shit. So they just run around with a stick of shit and just be like Aussie stick, Gaussy Bat, and just throw sticks of shit at each other or something like that. I don't know. It was a barbaric time. You know, the 70s, the 60s and 70s. Alright, let's see what we got. God damn it. This thing is worthless, and yet another poison type. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's one more thing we can rule out of the bug catching park. So it's okay. It's okay. What are some other bad words I know? Oh, absolute is, I believe, duck shit green. I remember learning that one when I had a towel that was like green, and my grandmother was like, "You know what I call that towel?" And I was like, "What, Pawpaw?" And she was like, "Absolute duck shit green." And I was like, "Holy shit, you're swearing around a child." I guess old people don't care. Feng Pei, I think, is lay a bomb, which refers to farting. I believe Daifu is underwear. I I guarantee I'm pronouncing these wrong. These were related to me by people who don't speak Chinese themselves. My dad said he forgot Chinese when he was like, by the time he was, you know, in high school, he forgot all his Chinese, his Cantonese specifically. And I'm sure the same goes for the rest of that family. They all forgot it. And they just know the bad words now. And they all warped, I'm sure. So I'm probably saying nothing even remotely close to what I think it is. But just even thinking that I have a bad word in my mouth is fun. It's funny. Let's see. I think Fenoi is fat girl, and then Febo is fatso, like fat boy. I know Febo is fatso because I watched the Ip Man movies, which are great. Okay, we caught a Weedle. Hairy Bug. You got it. What is a name for a disappointing failure? That's a girl. You know, we'll just call it Fenoi. Fat girl. No, that's offensive. I already feel bad for saying that. Oh, we can call it, this instead. Lofan. I believe that means white rice, but it refers, the implications are white person. White devil. Alright, here we go. We just got Lofan on the team. Let's go back and heal up. Yeah, I didn't feel right naming it Fenoi, even if I'm completely wrong in what that means. It's just not cool. I think that all body sizes are great. And I respect everyone's choices to do anything ever. I'm not shitting on anyone's lifestyle choices. Don't hate me. Okay, cool. Unless your lifestyle choice is hating lifestyle choices, then I hate your lifestyle choice. That is a paradox, though. Because in hating the lifestyle choice, where you hate lifestyle choices, you are hating a lifestyle choice. But it's almost like the Punisher, right? Like, you're kind of bending the law, but you're bending the law to bend the law around the people who bend the law. So yeah, I'm basically the Punisher is what I'm saying. Cool, let's deposit this useless nightmare. Just as a good luck charm. Or really, it's a bad luck charm, and I'm getting rid of it. And we'll leave that slot open, hoping to beckon a better Pokemon to the team. Hopefully they'll be attracted by the raw talent among Iroquois, Segworm, Cyril, Angrok, and Wumpet. Those sound like the names of, like, the Power Rangers, but, like, the Power Rangers localization in, like, the Sentinel Islands or something. Like, ugh. Yeah, that's what the Sentinelese call them. Can I make fun of the Sentinelese? They have no contact with the outside world, and they've killed people. I feel like I can make fun. If there's a single group I can make fun of, it's the Sentinelese. And on that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, then let me know with comments and likes. See you next time on Secondhand Gameplay.